All right. So just making this. Is that better? Is it horizontal now? It's not upright. For those who can see, should have fixed it. It's better now? It's good? Okay, good. I don't know why it was upright before. David Dismas says, "You are the man, Hunter." Well, I try, you know. Good fix. Better fix it now, you know, before the game starts. Looks like we're getting some base volunteers now. We're going to start soon. All right. Here we go. We're in business now. We got base volunteers. All right, so we'll do this again. The Renegades are brought to you by the Association of Blind Citizens. Shout out to you, John Oliveira. Thank you for all you do. If you would like to donate to the Renegades, you can go to our website, blindcitizens.org/renegades. Hit the donation tab and donate in the name of a certain player, coach, or you can just donate to the team as a generous offer. You can also purchase a Beat Baseball. It's $40 a ball. You can have something written on it. Definitely an awesome gift. Not to mention you can buy some merch. You can go on our website and you can click our link to go to our merch store and buy a Boston Renegades jersey, sweatshirt, long sleeve shirt, hat, put your number on it, name on it, all that fun stuff. You can also go on our website as well. You can search player bios, coach bios, and find out a lot about Renegade history, game write-ups, and everything like that. As well as you can follow us on Facebook here, and you can follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Well, we don't have Snapchat, so we can't go 4 for 4. Just there says personalized merch is the best. I agree. We have the Beast of the East championship trophy to my right on the park bench. Philadelphia Fire have won the Beast of the East the past 3 years, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Boston Renegades. Last time the Boston Renegades won the championship trophy was back in 2019 before the COVID pandemic. Philadelphia Fire is taking the field on defense as they won the coin toss earlier before the delay, and they are the home team. David Dismas, thank you for, as always, for posting the link to our website. So the lineup for the visiting Boston Renegades is as follows. We have leading off number 53, Sean Devenish, followed by number 4, Tyler Moralt. In the 3-hole, we have Joe McCormick wearing the number 46. In the 4-hole, we have number 40, Christopher Kimball. In the 5-hole, we have number 18, Rob Dias. And following Rob Dias, we have number 64, Robert Thayer. Just to read you a quick note on the Philadelphia Fire, as their lineup is as follows. We have Justin Rhines, Tyler Rodriguez, John Margis, Scott Hogwood, Cesar Lascano, Dakota Hogwood, and Megan Fink as the designated fielder. Sean Devenish is being guided right up to the plate. Ron Cochran, number 44, on the mound. Rob Weissman, number 62, behind the plate. It's game time. As they say, play ball. It is currently 3:10 in the afternoon on Saturday, June 29th, 2024. It is currently 83 degrees out. A little windy. You deal with it. This is for the championships game for the Beast of the East tournament. And the first pitch of the championship game is swung on and grounded off the pitcher, Ron Cochran. And that is a no pitch. So we will redo the count. Still 0-0. We got an 0-0 count on Devonish. Daryl Sutterly, thanks for tuning in. Lisa Sheffield Devonish, thank you. David Dismas, just there. Shout out to you guys. And the next pitch to Devonish is swung on a miss for strike one.
There you go, Sean. Here you go now, Sean. Drive it out there, Sean. Here we go. Come on, Shawnee.
Devonish getting reset in the box with an 0-1 count. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on a miss for strike two. Devonish had a fantastic game in the 16-15 loss to the Philly Fire 2 weeks ago. As Devonish fouls it back right into the catcher's mitt for strike three. Devonish feeling for the bat, getting lined up with the home plate. As Philadelphia is ready to pounce on defense. And the 0-3 pitch. Swung on a miss, and Devonish strikes out for the first out of the game. So following the leadoff strikeout by Devonish, we have number 4, Tyler Maralt, getting into the right-handed batter's box. Tyler was 4 for 5 in his game against Long Island. Striking out once. I'm sorry, he was put out. He struck out. He had his first career strikeout in the first game against the New Jersey Titans. Linda Sheffield, thanks for tuning in. Well, it was a wide batting stance. He just wider than his shoulders. As he swings and hits a line drive to left field. Down as Rodriguez bounces off of him and makes the play. Great play by Tyler Rodriguez. And the Renegades have gone down 2 outs already in the first inning quickly.
Come on, Mac. Get us going, kid.
Rodriguez, I mean, that ball was smoked right at Rodriguez, and he went down perfectly, laying out to his left. It bounced right off of his thighs and into his hands for the out. As we have number 46, Joe McCormick, coming up. McCormick looking to avoid going 1-2-3 in the first inning. As the first pitch to Joe McCormick is grounded down the third base line and foul. McCormick running to first base. McCormick being guided back to the plate.
Come on, Mac. Hey, Mac, come on now. Let's get it, kid.
McCormick lifetime his batting average is .565 with 329 runs. And that's before coming into today. As the 0-1 is popped up to center field, McCormick running to first base. Rodriguez moving over and coming in on it and makes the play. And the Renegades go 1-2-3, and after a half inning, it is currently 0-0. Definitely a little surprising that the Renegades go 1-2-3, especially after all the runs they've been scoring today. But you know what? That's just baseball sometimes. As the lineup is as follows for the Philly Fire. As leading off, we're going to have number 8, Justin Rhines. Followed by number 7, Tyler Rodriguez. Followed by number 17, John Margist. And then batting fourth, we have number 13, Scott Hogwood. Batting fifth, we have the DH, number 26, Cesar Lescano. And batting sixth, we have number 4, Dakota Hogwood.
Anyway, and then nobody had a Uber working over. And so finally at 3 o'clock, they finally got a Uber driver.
Just taking a moment to write their lineup into the official score sheet. Boston defense is as follows. We have Rob Dias in at the short left level 1 position and Guy Zuccarello on the right side in level 1. We have Chris Kimball backing up Zuccarello in level 2 towards the first base side with Sean Devenish playing at midfield. Joe McCormick is playing in the level 2 position over at third base, and Shane Canton is playing in level 3. We have Justin Rhines coming up to the plate. And the first pitch to Rhines is grounded off the pitcher. I mean, how about that? What a start. Both first pitches are grounded off of the pitchers. Been a lot of pitchers hit today. Some worse than others, but they've all been able to stay in the game. So we'll reset the count. And the 0-0 pitch to Rhines is swung on and missed for strike 1. And the 0-2. Swung on and grounded to right center weakly. Bounces off of Zuccarello's foot, and Rhines scores the run. Guy moving over to his right. It took a bad hop and bounced off his foot. The ricochet moved the ball over to the first base line, and no one was there to back him up. And Philadelphia takes a 1-0 lead. So following the leadoff run for the Philadelphia Fire, we have number 7, Tyler Rodriguez, stepping up to the plate. Rodriguez is a former member of the Indy Thunder and Indy Edge, now playing for Philadelphia. Definitely one of the better short defenders in the league.
All right, we're setting the field. Bases, please. Thank you. Play!
And the first pitch to Rodriguez is swung on and missed for strike 1. First base going off. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Pitch was a little low and away. Rodriguez swinging right around his knees.
Tina, Kimball,
Kira Sweeney, thanks for tuning in.
keep going.
David Dixon says, what color are those shoes? They are turquoise. Looks like a mix of turquoise, yellow, and green.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
As the 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez is popped up. Nice play by the catcher for a foul ball. Rodriguez is down 3 strikes.
Should be double rover.
Three strikes.
Oh, he never played for the Edge, but he was a key player on the Thunder. Oh, thank you, Mark Morris.
1, 2, 3.
Definitely was a key player on the Thunder. Joe Higdon and Mark Morris, thank you for tuning in.
Kimball, square
Get my facts right one of these days with these guys.
We're setting the field. Bases, please. Thank you. Thank you. Play.
All right, we got one out for John Margis and one in.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Margis is swung on and missed for strike one. Margis pulling off on his front shoulder. We have a one-handed finish.
Set. Ready.
The 0-1 pitch is fouled off towards the Philly Fire bench. Good play by a volunteer over there in the chairs. Getting back in the box is Margis. He's wearing the number 17 on the back of his jersey. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Score is currently 1-0 Philly Fire. As Justin Rhines led off the bottom of the first inning with a run as Margis takes.
1 ball, 3 strikes.
We have a full count. If you guys see any bots with links, please do not click them. As the next pitch is swung on and missed, and Margis goes down on strikes. So we have back-to-back strikeouts for Scott Hogwood. Scott Hogwood is the father of Dakota Hogwood, who is batting in the 6 hole. As Hogwood is getting into the right-handed batter's box. He's wearing black Under Armour cleats with knee-high black tall baseball socks, gray baseball pants. He's wearing a backwards black hat.
Set the field. Bases, please.
As Scott Hogwood gets his base check first and then third base.
Play.
Renegades defense set in the field, looking to get off the field.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Hogwood is swung on and missed for strike one. Hogwood with a very rotational swing, shoulders going towards the first base line.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike two. Pitcher threw that one by him. Hogwood late on the pitch as it was kind of like a fastball being thrown by a hitter. Scott Hogwood calls time to get set in the box as he wasn't ready.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-2 is hit high and deep to left field. Hogwood running to third base. Chris Kimball out of his reach. Just tried to pick it up, but Hogwood scored the run. That ball was launched to left field, probably close to the 170-foot marker. Down the left field line. Chris Kimball almost had it within his grasp, but Scott Hogwood was able to beat it out, running to third before Chris could pick up the ball. So we currently have 2-0 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire, with 2 outs for Cesar Lezcano. Lezcano getting his base check first base and then third base. Cesar with a peculiar batting stance with his bat in the center of his body, not normally towards the backside of his body as he swings and misses for strike one. Most hitters usually have their hands on the back right side in the right-handed batter's box. As the 0-1 pitch is foul tip for strike two. Richie Flores says, is the bucket of beep ball catching.
Gina, Kimball, 3 or 4 in.
Well, there is a Home Depot bucket behind home plate, if that's what you mean.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
As Lescano takes a pitch to make the count 1-2. 38 of you guys watching. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
Here we go.
As the target is set right at the belt.
Ready.
The next pitch is grounded hard to left field. Rob Dias, under Joe McCormick. Lescano running to first base. He dives for it, and he's safe. Rob Dias and Joe McCormick both had an opportunity to field that ball, but it got under both of them. Lescano kind of just held himself up and reaching for the bag and fell down, but he crawled towards the base and he was able to score. Certainly a weird sequence as the lead grows to 3-0 in the bottom half of the first inning. So we have 3 in and 2 out for Dakota Hogwood. Dakota is the daughter of Scott Hogwood. Dakota is a right-handed hitter.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Dakota is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Chris Kimball on your toes. She's late.
Pitch was pretty blown by her as it was a fastball going down on the outside part of the plate.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
As the 0-1 pitch is foul tip for a strike 2.
Let's go, Rob.
Hogwood getting reset in the box, making sure where she is.
She's straight.
She's swinging a silver metal softball bat with red camo grip as she swings through and misses for strike 3. A strikeout would be big here for the Renegades as they went 1-2-3 in the top half of the first.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Hit.
And the next pitch is taken, and the count runs full.
Get chances to both those guys on that, right? And Kimball on the previous play of an R2.
We got a 1-take, 3-strike count on Dakota Hogwood.
Ready. Hit.
And the next pitch is lined hard down the left field line and foul.
Come on, Stan, make a play.
Third base bag was going off. Score is currently 3-0 Philly Fire. Dakota Hogwood in the 6th spot. Justin Rhines looms on deck. We have 40 people watching in the stream. Dakota has her hands just above her right ear as she swings and misses for strike 4. But the damage has been done, and the Philadelphia Fire score 3. And after 1, it is 3-0 Philadelphia. All right, how we doing?
You're doing a good job.
All right, so coming up for the Renegades in the top of the 2nd, as Linda Memory comments and says, watching from Alaska. You're watching all the way from Alaska? How about that? That's cool. Dino says 40 people are watching because of the awesome play-by-play. Thank you. It also is a big game, so people will definitely want to see it. But I appreciate it, Dino. Just there says, let's go Renegades. Got some catching up to do. Yes, they do. So leading off for the Renegades in the top of the 2nd inning, we have Christopher Kimball. Linda Memory says, you're on a cruise too? How about that? Linda Sheffield says, great job as always, Hunter.
Go, Kimby. Come on, Chris. Come on now.
Kimball playing back on the 3rd base side in the 2nd level of the defense today. He's usually playing on the right side. Oh, yeah. View count is swelling up to 44. So we're on the top of the second. We got 3-0 Philly. Right side is wide open for Chris Kimball, as the Philly defense has shifted more towards the left side. Cochran throws the ball in. We might have to change it up, because the noise is not very vibrant on the ball.
Hey, Chris, come on, Chris. Get us going, Chris.
Renegades went 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. Sounds slightly less windy, says Darren Keepers. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. A little bit. The wind's kind of died down. First pitch to Kimball is fouled off for a strike.
Right there. You're right there, CK. Get on the sleigh. Let's go.
Kimball with some elite speed, as he can definitely leg out some of the balls or at least most of the balls that he puts in play. Swung on and grounded hard down the left field line and foul.
Okay, Chris.
Kimball already at the 40-foot marker when the ball went foul.
Hey, Chris, come on. Drive it up the middle. Chris, come on now.
So if anyone I'm seeing some bots in the chat sending in some links, so please never click those links and report them,
Chris, get us going, Chris.
so we can get them out of our stream.
Okay.
Kimball is down 2 strikes. Darren Keeper says scratch that comment. The wind is very windy, as the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Kimball still has a take, but he very rarely uses those, because he likes to swing the bat. Kimball bent at the knees, way back on his right side. And he swings and fouls it off his right foot. And we'll do it again.
There you go, Chris. Let's get it, Ronnie.
Thank you, Linda. Kimball's got his bat resting right behind his right shoulder, almost kind of like that old Taiwan stance, as he swings through and misses for strike 3, or strike 4, and Kimball goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning, and that's 4 straight outs for the Renegades for Rob Dias. Dias wearing the number 18 on the back of his jersey. Renegades need to bring a little more energy, but they are yet to score a run. Struck out twice and been put out twice. Just there says those links are annoying for sure, but you know you're getting popular when the bots come out. Oh yeah, definitely. Just definitely make sure you don't click them. And the first pitch to Dias is grounded down the third base line. Just fair. Rodriguez is moving over. It bounces off his foot, and Dias scores! Rodriguez was scrambling around to find the ball, but the Renegades are on the board. And it is now 3-1 Philly Fire.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
That ball was literally right down the third base line. Couldn't get any closer to the foul territory. Rodriguez was moving over, but couldn't corral it. And the Renegades are on the board. So Dias gets the scoring started for the Renegades with 1 out in the top of the second for Luis Rodriguez. Pinch hitting for Rob Fair.
Rip it, kid.
Rodriguez standing in the back right-handed batter's box. Shoulders kind of facing back towards the catcher, as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Come on, Lou. Here we go, Lou.
Rodriguez getting reset in the box. And the 0-1 pitch to Rodriguez is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Come on, Lou.
Rodriguez getting a few at-bats this weekend. As the 0-2 pitch is grounded down to left field. Moving over is Rodriguez. Gets by him. Rodriguez going to third base, and he scores! I don't know what happened there, but the ball was never fielded. Did the base go out? I don't know what happened there, but Rodriguez hit the bag and the base kind of went off. The ball was never fielded. I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't see them pick it up. Play is under review. Dana, did you see them pick up the ball? I didn't see them pick it up. No, they never fielded it. I mean, that's a clear run all day. I don't know, like, what's going on there. I don't know. The umpire is discussing something with the first base volunteers. It's okay, so the run counts. It is now 3-2 in favor of the Philly Fire. That was weird. All right, following the 2 straight runs is Sean Devenish. He's 0 for 1, striking out in the first inning. Hoping to avoid that to tie the game. Richie Dias, thanks for tuning in. Saw that Rob Dias run. And the first pitch to Devenish, he swung on and missed for strike 1. Sean was a little late on that pitch. First base going off. Devenish's bat just by his right ear. And pitch. Swung on and fouled back towards the umpire on the right side of the field. First base going off. Sean sprinting out of the box.
Hey, Sean, come on. Sean, get that fast speed going. Here we go. Get it out there.
The Long Island Bombers playing the Boston Strong over on the other field. The New Jersey Titans
I need a bag out of the bottle.
over way out in center by where the cars are parked. So it looks like we're putting a new ball in play.
Hey, Sean, drive it, Sean. Here we go.
Making sure the defense can hear the ball. Devenish is down 1 strike. And the 0-1. Swung on and grounded up the middle. Right at Scott Hogwood. Lays out. Misses it. Devenish running to third. In comes a defender. And he's out.
17 men.
Great play by John Margis backing up Scott Hogwood as Devenish was sprinting to third. That was really, really close. I think that call could have gone either way. But nonetheless, it's the second out of the inning.
Go, Ty.
Looks like they're fixing third base just to be sure. So we have 2 out and 2 in for Tyler Marault. Marault getting his base check first and then third base. We're not using the regular sized bases as we're using a smaller set. David Crystal Smith saying, Johnny, my baby. Thanks for tuning in. First pitch to Maralt is grounded down the third baseline, trickling foul. Nope, it's fair. And Rodriguez makes the play. Maralt was running to first base. The ball wasn't hit hard, but it was just being guided, it looked like, by the line, the third base foul line. David Crystal Smith with the typos. Orange line, yeah. All right, so Maralt grounds out to Tyler Rodriguez, but the Renegades score 2, and after 1.5, it is a 3-2 ball game. Renegades in the bottom of the second. Leading off, we'll have the top of the order with Justin Rhines, followed by Tyler Rodriguez and John Margist. So, David Crystal Smith, I'm wondering what you were trying to say. Could it have been Johnny Attaboy, maybe? Definitely some close plays.
Run! I'm already over here, sorry.
Called waiting for all the Johnny M.A., not Johnny M.Y. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Not all of the Renegades defenders are out on the field, and that's why we're in a little timeout. Hey, you know what? We all make mistakes. I mean, I made a mistake earlier. You guys corrected me. So Justin Rhines is 1 for 1, scoring the first run of the ball game in the bottom of the first.
All right, bases, please. Austin, you got Laney in. Thank you. Thank you. On the score sheet. Play. Here we go. Set. Ready.
First pitch is popped up down the first base line and foul. Had a lot of side spin on it. Rolling towards the Philly Fire bench. Ryan's running to third base on that one. Just be guided back to the plate.
Come on, Justin, you got it, all right? Give it a ride now.
Ryan's was a Renegade killer in the first matchup against the Renegades. I believe he went 5 for 6.
One strike. Play. Here we go. Set. Ready. Hey.
The next pitch to Rhines is a high fly ball to right center. Rhines is running to first base. In comes Devenish, and he scores the run. Just before Devenish picked up the ball, Rhines was running right into first. And the score is now 4-2. So Rhines is now 2 for 2. For Tyler Rodriguez, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Rodriguez went 3 for 6 against the Renegades in their last matchup.
Thank you. Play.
Rodriguez wearing purple undersleeves with a purple bandana under his blindfold.
Set. Ready.
Very colorful.
Strike.
As Rodriguez swings through and misses for a strike. Rodriguez, a tall batting stance, elbow facing up, back towards the catcher as he hits it high and deep to center field. Rodriguez sprinting to first base, gets by Shane Canton, and he scores the run. That ball was absolutely tattooed. as that was over everybody. Shane Canton ran after it in the third level of the defense, but it was absolutely no chance. So the score is now 5-2 Philly Fire. As they put up 2 runs in the top of the second. Jackie Taylor says, "Hey Dino, van is leaving at 7. Make sure you're ready and prepare because my van doesn't stop." Zach Arambula says, "Nice, Pops." Thanks for tuning in, guys. Welcome to have you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we have John Marges coming up to the plate, who's also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Marges wearing the number 17. Made a nice put out in the field.
Ready. Pitch.
And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. David Crystal Smith says, "Pat's heating up." Renegades yet to make an out in this inning.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Just there says, "I thought he was aiming for the soccer goal, not just the run."
Here we go.
There is a soccer goal way out
Set.
there.
Ready. Pitch.
As the next pitch
Go.
to Marges is fouled off for strike 3.
Hey, relax, you got it now, all right? Only takes 1.
3 strikes. Play.
Marges looking to increase the Philly Fire lead
Set. Ready. Pitch.
as the next pitch is taken.
And
The ball bounced just before the catcher's mitt.
1 ball, 3 strikes.
Got Scott Hogwood moving on deck.
Set. Ready.
And the payoff pitch swung on it high and deep to left center field. Joe McCormick moving over to it. Bounces off his face. And John Marges scores the run, running to third.
Hey, where the bang, baby? Where the bang?
Philly is hitting high fly balls. It's causing the Renegades defense to be all discombobulated. Those balls are up there for a long time. It's 3 straight runs for the Philly Fire. In the top half of the second, nobody out for Scott Hogwood. I mean, that ball was absolutely crushed. It split the defense. Everyone was moving over to their left. Joe McCormick tried to adjust to his right, and it bounced off his head. And he wasn't able to pick it up in time before Marges scores the run. Renegades adjusting their defense.
We're straight to field. Bases, please. Thank you.
Hogwood
Thank you.
is getting his base check, first and then third base. Hogwood is 1 for 1, scoring in the first. Looking to keep the train moving.
Yeah, Laney in the air too. Kimball's at right shorty.
Here we go.
Hogwood weight back, tall batting stance as he swings and hits a weak ground ball right at Rob Dias. Hogwood's running to first base, bounces off of Dias, recovers and makes the play. That ball was moving left and right. Dias bobbled it for a second, but readjusted himself, moving over to his right. Scott Hogwood, not the fastest runner in the world, but he was still getting let down the first baseline pretty good. Nonetheless, Dias makes the first out of the inning. We got 3 in and 1 out for Cesar Lescano. Lescano also 1 for 1. Scored one of the 3 runs in the first inning for the Philly Fire, as the score is currently 6-2 Philly.
All right, we're set to field. Bases, please.
So Lescano's getting his base check,
Thank you.
wearing
Play.
red padded elbow pads. He's wearing red elbow pads on over both elbows.
Ready. Pitch.
The mask as Lescano pops it up to shallow left field. Stop! Stop! As Lescano and Dias collide, ball was going foul. Guys kind of laid out into the baseline as Lescano that was almost a bad collision.
Not ready.
It was a scary, scary, scary play. I apologize if the mic, if the sound on your guys' speakers kind of went nuts there. Someone had to yell it. There's a foul ball, because the ball was rolling foul.
Josh, you all right?
Mark Ivy says, great call in the booth. Well, I was watching Lescano run down the line, and Dias was in his way. No one was yelling it. So, was I the first one to yell that?
Yeah.
I feel like I was. David Dismas says, did what you should have done. Thank you. Well, that was scary. I heard someone wince, and I was like, all right, we got to say something.
Wait. Here we go. Set. Ready. Hit.
So we got an 0-1 count on Lescano as he swings through and misses for strike two.
Strike.
David Crystal Smith says, there is a big tree back there, too. Yeah, that tree is massive.
Set. Ready. Hit.
As Lescano takes a pitch down in the dirt. Just there says, yeah, you were the first. Good call there, Hunter. Thank you.
Set. Ready. Hit.
And the 1-2 pitch is swung on a miss for strike three.
Kimball
And the count runs full.
in four.
Strikeout would be big for the Renegades. David Crystal Smith says, we can't forget about Boston and trees. Yeah, that was a scary situation. As Lescano foul tips it just by his left foot going down the third base line.
On your toes,
One of our
Renegades.
players got injured doing that.
Wait. Set. Ready. Hit.
And the next pitch is fouled off again as Lescano stumbling out of the box to go to first. Nice play by the catcher. No, Zach, that was a foul ball. Because the ball was trickling foul.
One ball. 3 strikes. Wait.
The score is still 6-2 in the top of the second with 1 out.
Set. Ready. Hit.
As the next pitch is fouled off, and we'll do it again. 6-2.
One ball. 3 strikes. Wait.
It's kind of putting together a quality at-bat.
Ready. Hit.
As the next pitch is swung on and missed, and Lescano loses the battle and goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. So we got 3 in and 2 out for Dakota Hogwood, being guided out to the right-handed batter's box.
Come on, Cody, rip one. Great, Cesar, that's a great at bat.
Dakota Hogwood is 0 for 1, striking out to end the first inning in the top of the first.
Bases, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Hogwood getting her base check first and then third. Dakota with the number 4 on the back of her jersey. All black socks and gray pants. As Hogwood smashes it to right center. Down is Elena Reagan. Off of her hands. Hogwood running to third. Makes the recovery. And the play. Nice play by Elena Reagan to end the inning for the Renegades. And after 1.5, we have 6-2 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire.
Let's stay with it.
Yeah, that was a great play by Elena. She's made some pretty good defensive stops today. I think that's her third one in 3 games. All right, so leading off for the Renegades in the bottom of the second inning, we have Joe McCormick. I'm sorry, top of the third, so that was the bottom of the second. So leading off in the top of the third inning, we have Joe McCormick, followed by Chris Kimball, and then Rob Dias. Richie Flores says, 2 great female athletes right there. Totally agree. Good hit and good play. Jess there says, now to catch up some more without scaring us again. Yeah, don't want to scare anybody. I can be loud when I want to. I am a catcher after all. I gotta be loud.
Go on, Mac.
Adam Ouellette says, boo, Philly. We definitely know someone who's not rooting for Philly.
Thank you. Thank you.
As McCormick gets his base check, first and then third base. Renegades have some work to do. They're down 4. First pitch to McCormick is swung on miss for strike 1. McCormick swinging over that pitch. Pitch was right around his chest area. First base going off. And the 0-1 pitch to McCormick. Swung on a miss for strike 2.
You got it, Joe. You got it, Joe. Come on out.
Pitch is still, Mac is swinging a little high, right around his shoulders.
Can you just check the bases since I tripped on it?
McCormick is down 2 strikes. Time is called. We got a passing ambulance or a police car or whatever that is. Mark Ivy says, live odds Philly minus 400. What's the Renegades? Jeffrey Rhines, thanks for tuning in, says go Philly Fire. Love it how we have both fan bases in here. And the 0-2 pitch to McCormick is grounded weakly to left field. In comes Rodriguez. McCormick running to first base, and Rodriguez corrals it and makes the play. Pretty routine there for Tyler Rodriguez. That is the first out of the top of the third. So we got 1 out for Chris Kimball. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the
Yes, sir.
back in the top of the second. Pretty empty score sheet for the Renegades as Rob Dias and Luis Rodriguez scored 2 runs in the top of the second. And that's been it so far.
Thank you. Come on, Chris. Play.
Chris Kimball getting into the right-handed batter's box. He's wearing tall navy blue socks and black New Balance cleats. No batting gloves. He's swinging a softball bat as he swings and misses for strike 1. Sort of like a black and blue and white, some red in there on that bat too. Lots of different colors. Target set right below the waist. And the 0-1. Swung on a miss for strike 2.
Come on, Chris.
Kimball with a little bit of an off-balance swing
Connect that left shoulder, Chris. Connect the left.
as he's resetting in the right-handed batter's box.
Feel it, Chris. Come on. Here we go.
New Balance cleats. Everyone knows you have to wear Nike. I disagree, Zach. As the next pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3.
Come on, Chris. You got it, kid.
I wear New Balance myself, so maybe I'm a little biased there. I find New Balance to be the most comfortable. But everyone has their preferences. As Chris smokes it to left field, right at Tyler Rodriguez. Stops it with his foot. What a play by Tyler Rodriguez to prevent the ball from going by him. As Kimball was running to third, he kind of just stepped on the ball as he was diving to his left. Crazy, crazy play. And we have 2 outs in the top of the third.
Bases, please.
All right, so we have 2 outs for Rob Dias.
Thank you.
He's 1 for 1, scoring the Renegades' first run of the game. Score is currently 6-2. Mark Ivey says, "What a gem by Roddy." And the first pitch to Dias is swung on a hit line drive to center field. Rob Dias running to third base, bounces off one defender, and Rob Dias scores the run. Rob Dias making his mark on this game as the score is now 6-3.
That'll play RT. Mr. Sanchez, man.
I would say that's a quality hit. He bounced off 3 defenders. Hogwood. Looks like Hogwood. I'm trying to get these names right. Hogwood, Margist, and Rodriguez were all 3 in the area. None of them were able to film. None of them were able to field the ball.
Come on, Sanchez.
David Crystal Smith says looked like a pen ball, or probably a pinball out there. And the first pitch to Sanchez is grounded down the third base line. Rodriguez moving over, gets by him. Sanchez running to first base, and he scores! David Sanchez pinch hitting for Luis Rodriguez. Scores a run in his the first pitch he sees. Renegades really peppering that left field line. Zach Arambola says, "Yeah, I was kidding. I was quoting Friday Night." Oh, great show, Friday Night Lights. And a great Bobby Miles. So the score is now 6-4 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire. Leah Torma Michaels, thanks for tuning in. So we're in the top of the third inning. So we're back to the top of the lineup for Sean Devenish, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and was put out in the second inning. And the first pitch to Devenish is grounded hard to left field, right to Rodriguez, and makes the play. But the Renegades score 2, and the score is now 6-4. Philly. So we're going to the bottom of the fourth. I'm sorry, bottom of the third. Here you go. So we're gonna have the top of the lineup again for the Philly Fire in the bottom of the third, with Justin Rhines, Tyler Rodriguez, and John Margist. Rhines is 2 for 2, Rodriguez is 1 for 2, and Margist is 1 for 2. Boston defense getting set in the field. Spotters Gina Devenish and Brian Grillo getting the defense set. Justin Rhines wearing a Philly Fanatic bandana behind his blindfold. I like that. It's a nice touch. You had your Deadpool one 2 weeks ago? Nice. That one's your favorite? I do like that one. With the eyes and everything like that. Yeah. Yeah. Pitcher and catcher warming up behind to make sure they're ready to go. Boston defense is set. Justin Ryan's getting set in the box. Looks like he's wearing some white and pink Puma cleats. You don't see those very often. Axel Cox, Casey is going to have to find a new spot to play when he comes back from injury. TY is locking down short left. Yes, he is. The first pitch to Ryan's is hit to the opposite field, to right field, past the diving Zuccarello. Ryan's running to first base. Chris Kimball coming in, and he scores the run. It is now 7-4 in favor of Philly, as Ryan's is now 3 for 3. As Tyler Rodriguez steps up to the plate. Darnell Booker, hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Good player development. Speaking of TY from TY, good player playing days with the Thunder. Good ball game we have going. Good job, Hunter, on the play-by-play. We teach versatility with our players. Yeah, you do a great job, man. Keep it up. Can't wait to see you in July. Speaking of Rodriguez, he swings through and misses for strike one. Rodriguez tattooed a ball in his last at-bat in the second inning. Almost hit a home run. As the 0-1 pitch is crushed to left field, past Rob Dias, past Joe McCormick. Shane Canton running after it, and Rodriguez scores the run. I think Rodriguez knew that he hit that ball very hard and kind of galloped his way to third base. And nonetheless, the run scores, and it is now 8-4 in favor of Philly. And that makes Tyler Rodriguez 2 for 3. We got 2 in and nobody out for John Margis. He's 1 for 2, scoring in the second and striking out in the first. Scott Hogwood's on deck.
Come on, D.
Margis getting his base check first and then third base. Black and red Under Armour batting gloves as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. He's also got some black New Balance cleats, some red and white striped tall socks. And the 0-1 pitch is hit high and deep to right center field over the diving Sean Devenish. Shane Canton chasing after it, and Margis scores the run. Back-to-back crushed balls by the Philadelphia Fire. Very little chance that any Boston defender was going to make the play on that one. And the score is now 9-4. Axel Cox says Beantown got to keep it in striking distance. Yeah, this could get a blow. I mean, Philly, they can run up the score really quickly. Mark Ivy says belly to belly to belly.
You don't like us anyway.
Philly pitcher joking around with Hogwood. Dino says the most comfortable cleats that I have owned are my Under Armour. I love them. See, I never really loved Under Armour cleats. I don't know. Maybe it's because my feet are a little wider. So I'm wearing Nike sneakers right now. They're very comfortable. Speaking of Under Armour, Scott Hogwood's got a pair of black Under Armours on. Currently got 9-4 in favor of Philly. Nobody out in the bottom of the third, as Hogwood swings and misses for strike one. Hogwood's also wearing a black Philadelphia Phillies baseball cap. Peg Bailey says I'm a Nike person. Got a lot of variety in this chat. I love it. Hogwood getting adjusted in the batter's box. And the pitch to Hogwood is smoked to left field under Dias, bounces off McCormick, and caught! What a play by Joe McCormick as Scott Hogwood was running to third. The ball ricocheted off of Joe, off of his right shoulder. And he was able to get up in time to adjust himself to make the play. So McCormick makes the first out in the bottom of the third. Score that play at 46. Rob, you said 2 or 3? I don't even remember. We'll put a 3. The new scoring system is a little weird. I'm doing the score sheet right now. There we go. Mark Ivy says, George Steinbrenner, Jason Frazier has joined the stream. I see. Sup, George? Oh, okay. Thank you for tuning in. Zach Arambula says, fire our home book. As we have 1 out and 3 in for Cesar Lescano, who's 1 for 2, scoring in the first and striking out in the second. The first pitch to Lescano was swung on and missed for strike 1. Jason Frazier says, trying to catch some action between rides in, is it Gatlinburg? Oh, where's that exactly? Thanks for tuning in, by the way. And the 0-1 to Lescano was swung on and missed for strike 2. Pitcher threw a fastball by Lescano as he was a little late. Getting adjusted in the batter's box. He's wearing all white cleats and white socks with red knee pads over his gray baseball pants. As the next pitch is taken. As we got a 1-2 count. Peg Bailey says, Tennessee. Oh, awesome. Thanks for tuning in. And the next pitch is squibbed foul down the third base line. Peg says, got no E in that name. Oh, sorry. It's hard to... My phone brightness is a little low. We have a full count on Lescano as he pops it up to left field. Lescano running to first base. This ball bounces foul as it almost landed fair. And we'll do it again. It's amazing to me how hard Philly is hitting the ball, and the ball has not broken yet. Or at least, I guess that's what we get with the new Fonzie balls. So much better than the Denver ones. I just remember at the World Series last year, we were breaking like every Denver ball we could possibly get. Mark Ivy, who's umping? I forget his name. I'll have to ask. He's an NBBA umpire. Richie Flores says, Fonzie ball, baby. Yeah, they're great balls. And a full count pitch to Lescano is grounded to right field. Lescano running to third base. Gets by the diving Zuccarello. Chris Kimball coming in on it, and Lescano scores. I think Chris Kimball had a little hard time hearing the ball. He wasn't moving all that quickly to field it. And the score is now 10-4 in favor of Philly in the bottom of the third. Jason Price, that's right. They did tell us earlier in the game. He wasn't umpiring our second game. Rob's talking to Zuccarello and Kimball on the right side of the defense. wind is starting to come on back. Dakota Hogwood is coming up for the Philadelphia Fire. Hey, Dakota. How you doing? A long time out here. All right, looks like we're going to resume play here. Still only have one out. Dakota is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the first and was put out by Elena Regan in the second. Great sequence there. Dino says, "I'm watching you, Hunter." Dino's definitely here somewhere. Hiding in those bushes. As the first pitch to Hogwood is swung on and missed for strike one. Peg says, "Sadly, I need to go to bed. 1 a.m. comes quickly. Tell everyone I'm cheering for them, working hard. Go Gays." Good night, Peg. Thanks for tuning in. As the next pitch is fouled off back towards the booth for the second strike of the at-bat. I like the smiley face that you put in the chat, Dino. It's not even an emoji. It's like a colon, the dash, and then the parenthesis. As the 0-2 pitch is rounded down to the, well, basically over to the Philly bench. Not even close to being fair. Nick Silver, Hunter, you're one of the best. Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Dino says, "Hi, Dakota." I love that both members of each team and everything, both fan bases are tuned in, having a good time watching the game. Phillies up by 6 runs. This is a 10-4 ball game in the bottom of the third as Dakota takes a pitch.
Hunter, can I see the hitting chart? I'll give it back to you.
So we got a full count on Dakota. Swings and grounds it to right field. Past the diving Zuccarello, off of Kimball's foot. Running to third base is Dakota. And Kimball makes the play. Great play by Chris Kimball to adjust himself as it ricocheted off of his chest. Hogwood was very close to reaching the third base bag. But Kimball was just able to pick it up in time for the out. To score that play, 40.
What's the matter?
Might have an injury out here. That's not good. Hopefully Chris is okay. He is wearing that mask. It might have hit him off the body as they're taking him off. That's not good. He was brought off the field. They're giving him some water. They're going to check on him on the bench, and they're going to sub in Luis Rodriguez to take his spot. Hate to see players get injured. It's a very physical game as players are getting hit by an oversized softball, very heavy softball, and have to hit the ground and everything like that pretty hard. It's kind of like football in a sense, but not really. Very physical. No one's hitting each other, but nonetheless, it can be very physically taxing on the body. All right, so we have 2 out and 4 in the third inning. As we're back up to the top of the lineup with Justin Rhines, who's currently 3 for 3 on the day. Renegades have failed to put out Rhines, as he's been a Renegade killer. Mark Ivy says, that's the downside of blind sports. Your body is always the glove. Yeah, that's right, man. It's unfortunate. As exciting as it is, as Ryan swings through it for strike one, pretty late swing. Nick Silver says listening while massaging. Very good. And the 0-1 to Rhines is hit to right field, right at Zuccarello. He has a hard time finding it. Zuccarello is calling dead ball. Rhines was running to first. I mean, that was pretty much right at Zuccarello. I mean, the way the ball came off the bat, you heard a very different sound. It was a very high-pitched sound off the bat, and it must have hit the speaker, and they're calling it dead. We don't need to get into the details. He just knows he's working on himself, which is good. That's the first ball we've killed all day. Second one you've killed? Oh boy. Well, you are smoking the ball, so. I'm not sure. I think it was the second one. All right, so they're basically just going to redo the count, as that was the second pitch of the at-bat, so Rhines has 1 strike on him. Ball's back in play. And the 0-1 pitch to Rhines is crushed up the middle, right at Sean Devenish. Gets down, gets past Devenish, Shane Canton on it, and he makes the play just before Rhines is reaching the bag at third base. Bang, bang play at third, but Shane just picked it up as Rhines was touching the third base bag. Great, great play. Devenish had a chance on it, but it was close. But nonetheless, that ends the inning. They score that play at 37 in the third level of the defense. The Renegades are now down 6 runs at the score is 10-4 going into the top of the fourth. Game feels very lopsided right now. Nick Silver says maybe. Renegades need to make this game close, you know what I mean? Big, big game. Everyone's looking for this to be kind of like the last game. I certainly am. They're 2 great teams. Leading off for the Renegades at the top of the 4th inning, we're going to have Tyler Moralt, followed by Joe McCormick, and then Tyler.
I thought you said you made last out.
No, that was Sean. So Kimball is slated to be in the 3rd slot, but I'm not entirely sure if he's going to hit, as he was taken out due to that injury. So it's probably going to be Luis. Even though Luis Rodriguez, I think Rodriguez was subbed out in the field, so it might be someone else. We'll see. As the Philly defense is taking the field. Sun's starting to make its way out. The clouds are kind of going away from us. Lots of big, big clouds. Some white, some gray. The sun's like beaming down on me. 35 people watching. We had like 45 of you watching at one point. 10-4. 10-4. Down 6. All right, taking our time getting onto the field here. Come on now, you're a player. It's a physical game, yeah. Burn won't stop the nimble David Sanchez. As Tyler Moralt steps up to the plate. Third base is malfunctioning, I guess. Just there says you guys will be coming home to storms again. Again? It's coming this way. We had a really crazy storm on Wednesday. Massive bangs of thunder and big lightning strikes and raining sideways. More problems with third.
Tom, we adjust it again. It's not on.
Oh, we hate thunderstorms. I mean, it has been in the low to mid 90s most of the summer so far in Boston. Oh, there we go. Third base has been adjusted. All right, so Moralt's going to step into the box. He's 0 for 2, putting 2 balls in play. He's been put out both times. And the first pitch to Moralt is grounded weakly down the left field line and foul towards the Renegade bench. Mark Ivey says heat index 110 in OKC. I certainly don't miss OKC in that heat. Oh, I much prefer it over here in the Northeast. Jackie Taylor says, now I can picture Coach Rob's duck pants. Yeah, the yellow pants he used to always wear. He still wears them. And the 0-1 pitch to Moralt. Swung on and grounded weakly again down the left field line. Moralt is down 2 strikes. Philadelphia is looking to win their 4th consecutive Beast of the East tournament. It'll be 4 years in a row. Renegades looking to be back on top. As the 0-2 pitch to Moralt is swung on and missed for strike 3. I almost compare it to, the Patriots dynasty, and now the Bills are the new reigning AFC East champs in the NFL. It's kind of like that almost, where the Renegades dominated the Beast of the East for a long time. And now a new team has kind of reigned supreme for the past couple seasons as Moralt pops it up. Almost hit himself running down the line. Almost landed right on the top of his head. But thankfully it didn't. Moralt is putting together a pretty solid at-bat. He's made contact of 3 of the last 4 pitches he's seen. Yeah, we had to end practice early on Wednesday because of the storm. And the 0-3. Swung on and missed for strike 4, and Moralt goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Renegades struggling on offense. Just there says that would make for quite the headache if it hit. Oh yeah, definitely. Those balls are not light. So we have Joe McCormick, who's 0 for 2, who's put out twice. Back in the 1st and 3rd inning. Renegades need to get the bats going as they're running out of time. It's the 4th inning. And the first pitch to McCormick is grounded down the 3rd base line. McCormick calls late base, running to 3rd, bounces off Rodriguez, and he scores the run. Tyler Rodriguez was unable to corral the ball. He was bobbling it. And McCormick scored, running to third. It's a very uncharacteristic play by Tyler Rodriguez. He's been basically a baseball consumer over there, making stops on pretty much anything that comes his way.
Zuccarello, you're in the hole. Break glass, Zuccarello.
Nonetheless, it's a run. As the Renegades come within 5, it is now a 10-5 ball game. Dino says the Renegades are struggling on defense. Yeah, they're struggling on defense too, but Philly's been, they've been tattooing the ball. Just there says, I heard it struck near the park. It took out the... Yeah, I mean, there was a big lightning strike that struck near the park where we practiced. And the lightning definitely caused the power to go out. I don't think it's necessarily a problem with the base. I think it's the wire. Because usually when you have to adjust the wire like that, it's usually the wire. That's the problem.
Hey, how do we hit? Wicked how do we run?
So Luis Rodriguez is hitting for Chris Kimball. As Elrod was substituted out for David Sanchez in the 6th hole and was able to come back in. And we got third base to work. Rodriguez is 1 for 1. Scored back in the 2nd inning. And the first pitch to Rodriguez is foul tip for a strike. Renegades have been peppering the third baseline. It'd be nice to see them spray the field a little bit more. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on a foul pack again for strike 2.
You're right there, Lou. Keep doing that.
You got it, Lou. Use your legs, Lou.
Right to your legs, kid.
Renegades making a lot of contact. They're just not putting, the ball in effective places for them to be able to score runs. They haven't struck out that often. Only striking out 3 times. The next pitch is off the end of the bat and towards the Renegades bench for a foul ball. Some of the players just ducking for cover. So not trying to get hit by that ball. I don't blame them. They're telling Louis to hit it straight.
Turn that out, Lou.
So we got a score of 10-5 in the top of the 4th, with 1 out and 1 in. As Rodriguez fouls it off his head.
Battle, Lou. You got it.
Luis Rodriguez is battling it up. He's made contact with every pitch he's seen. Just there says keeping the bench active. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Keeping them on their toes. Rodriguez is down 3 strikes. And the pitch is swung on and missed. And Rodriguez goes down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. It's the 4th strikeout of the game for the Renegades in total. As Rob Dias is coming to the plate. It's a little tough to win games when the top of your lineup is not doing a lot. The bottom of the lineup is for the Renegades, as Rob Dias has scored 2 out of the 5 runs that the Renegades have scored, which is 40%.
Come on, Dias.
Dias getting set in the right-handed batter's box, resting his bat right on his right shoulder. And the first pitch to Dias is grounded off of the pitcher, Ron.
He's yelling at him.
What is that, the second or third time you've been hit today?
You really facilitated that one.
3 times. I mean, we had Ron, we had them, we had New Jersey got hit. Long Island had a few that got right at the pitcher. It's been a lot. And Ron got hit the first pitch of the game. So we'll reset the count. And the pitch is lined hard down the left field line. Past the running Rodriguez. Dias running to first base. Getting on it is Rhines, and he scores. Rob Dias staying hot. And he is now 3 for 3, making the score 10-6. In favor of the Fire. Philly was playing a little bit off the third base line. Rodriguez was sprinting after it. With Justin Rhines back there playing deep behind the third base bag. He tried to get on it, but Dias managed to beat it out, running to first. So the Renegades are within 4, as we have Guy Zuccarello pinch hitting for David Sanchez. Zuccarello making his first plate appearance of the day. And the first pitch to Zuccarello is lined to center field, right at Scott Hogwood. Gets down, bounces off his foot. Zuccarello running to third base and is picked up by Margis in the center of the field, backing him up. I got it. And that is the inning. Zuccarello put a good charge on it. Scott Hogwood got down to try and get it and bounced off his foot. And Margis was right there behind him defensively to back him up and make the play. So the score is currently 10-6 in favor of Philly. So the Renegades are making it a little closer. Still no cigar and testing that lead. Leading off for the Philly Fire in the bottom of the 4th inning, we have Tyler Rodriguez, who's 2 for 3 with a strikeout, striking out in the 1st inning. %50 of the game is Dias. Yeah, he scored 3 out of the 6 Renegades runs. David Crystal Smith, are you able to follow the ball? I want to study the defensive player. Unfortunately, Rob wants me to follow our players. I want to, but you gotta follow where the play. 10-6, bottom 4.
Bottom what?
Bottom 4.
Guys, we're only down 4 runs.
David Crystal Smith says Johnny Ma. Johnny Ma. Alright. So Rodriguez is set in the box. A tall batting stance, slightly bent at the knees, and the next pitch is popped up to left field. Rob Dias coming in on it, makes a hop, reaches for it. Rodriguez going to first base and makes the play. Rob Dias with some quick hands as it was bouncing away from him to his right, and managed to snag that ball before Rodriguez touched the first base bag. And the Renegades get it out to begin an inning. Deb Brummer says, let's go defense. Mark Ivy says, best name in the game. That is a good name. So we have John Margis coming up to the plate, and he's 2 for 3. Striking out in the first and scoring twice in the second and the third. To increase the Philly Fire lead. Boston defense is set. Margis coming into the right-handed batter's box. Play is stopped at the moment. It looks like we're all set. We're waiting for the first base bag to be adjusted as Rodriguez literally took out the first base bag. The pylon came out of the base of the bag. Looks like it's working just fine. It's definitely a great play by Rob Dias. Definitely big out. We got another one here. In fact, I think most of this Philly lineup are big outs, to be honest. Very talented lineup. And they're missing Casey Krause and Nick Silver. So, very, very dangerous Philly lineup. I can imagine how they would be if they were fully healthy. So, third base was having its problems. Now first base is. Looks like they're trying to tape the cord together so it doesn't detach. The accuracy, pretty good. All right, looks like we're good to go. Marge is getting set in the right-handed batter's box. And he's base check first and then third. Defense shifted more towards the center of the field.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Marcus is swung on and missed for strike one. First base going off. Marcus was a little late.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-1 pitch swung on and hit high, pop up to left field. Rob Dias coming in on it, bounces to him, but Marcus running to first base and he scores the run. That ball was up there for a hot minute. Rob Dias trying to make the play. But the ball when it hit the ground, it took a big hop. And then once it hit the ground again, it rolled away from Dias. And by the time Dias was trying to reach for it, Marcus was practically at the first base bag. And he scored the run. Devil's advocate of beat baseballs, those high pop-ups. There's 1 in and 1 out for Scott Hogwood. He's 1 for 3, being put out by Dias in the second and McCormick in the third. Score is now 11-6. And the first pitch to Hogwood is hit hard to left field, past the diving Dias, past McCormick, right to Shane Canton to make the play. As Scott Hogwood was running to third base, gets right by Dias and McCormick, but Shane Canton was right there in his grasp to snag the ball and make the play. Good defense this inning by the Renegades.
It was a good hit.
Great hit by Hogwood. Renegades have been making some pretty amazing outs, if I say so, against Hogwood. He's been getting unlucky. He's been smoking the ball. And it keeps the deficit to 6. No, I'm sorry, 5. As the score is 11-6 in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. And we have Cesar Lescano up, who grounds it hard down the left field line, right down the line. McCormick boots it. As Dias was right next to the third base bag, Rob Weissman calling stop. But that means the run would have scored. McCormick was ranging over to his right, and it kind of kicked off his legs and went way into foul territory. Lescano almost got himself into another collision with Rob Dias. But the run scores nonetheless to make it 12-6. So Lascano is now 3 for 4. We got Dakota Hogwood coming up to the plate. She struck out in the first, was put out by Elena Regan in the second, and Chris Kimball in the third. We have 2 in and 2 out. Hogwood has made the last out of each inning she's been at the plate. So she's hoping to avoid doing that for a 4th straight time. As Hogwood grounds it weakly to left center field. Rob Dias is getting down on it and makes the play. Hogwood running to third base. And that is the inning. But after 4, we have a score of 12-6 in favor of the Philly Fire. Dakota's getting some unfortunate luck, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Renegades down 6. They're still very much in this game. The top of the lineup's got to start doing something offensively. We're going into the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Renegades is Sean Devenish. He's currently 0 for 3 with striking out in the first and then being put out twice in the second and the third. Devenish looking to change his fortunes in this at-bat. Philly Fire's defense is not set yet. Six. 12. David Crystal Smith says, let's see if Boston get at least 3 right here. 3 would be nice. 4 would be even better, says Mark Ivy. First pitch to Devenish. The swung on a miss for strike 1. Mark Ivy says, got to put up 4 or it's nails. Yeah. Richie Flores says, what's the rookie's batting average today? We'll have to configure the stats and we'll let you know. Moralta's been doing pretty well today. He's not really a rookie anymore. Devenish grounds it down the left field line, just fair. Over is Rodriguez, bobbles it a little bit, and Devenish is out. Devenish has been getting very, very, very unlucky today, but he's been rolling over on every single at-bat. Rodriguez has made just a ton of putouts today. I can't even tell you how many he's done, because I don't have the direct score sheet in front of me. We have 1 out in the top of the 5th for Tyler Maralt. He's currently 0 for 3 today in this game, being put out in the first and the second and striking out in the fourth. First pitch to Maralt is grounded up the middle. Maralt making his way to first base. Over is Rodriguez. What a play by Rodriguez. Ranging over to his left. Just consuming, just great hands by Tyler Rodriguez. I can't even say anything else about that. Maralt was running to first.
Go, Mac.
And 2 straight putouts by Rodriguez to begin the inning for Joe McCormick. McCormick is 1 for 3, being put out in the first and the third, scoring in the fourth. And the first pitch to McCormick is fouled back for a strike. Mark Ivy says, "Dadgum Roddy, Garrick Roddy time." Are those nicknames or are they spelling errors? I'm kind of curious. As the next pitch is lined hard to left field, McCormick making his way to first base, past the diving Rodriguez, down is Rhines, trying to corral it. And Joe Mack looks like he missed the base. I'm not sure if they're going to review it. But it looks like the call will stand. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw that. Hat trick, that's what you meant. So the Renegades go 1-2-3. The score is still 12-6. So we're going into the bottom of the fifth. Philly is looking to put up some insurance runs to put the Renegades in the coffin. As Justin Rhines is going to lead us off, who made the putout to end the inning, followed by Tyler Rodriguez and John Margist. Just there says the base moved to contact, though. Don't know. Either way, McCormick didn't have the best line going down to first. Also says, on to the next, let's go defense. Renegades desperately need to hold the Philly Fire here if they want any chance of coming back. Mark Ivy, any home runs today? No home runs today. At least not that I've seen. Rhines is 3 for 4, scoring in the first, second, and third innings and being put out also in the third.
All right, we're setting the field. Bases, please.
Renegades looking to put him out for a second straight time. Rhines has got some white, black, and gold Marucci batting gloves with the blue grip on his bat as he swings through and misses it for a strike. Pitch missed a little outside, maybe a little late on it. As Joyce Weissman says, let's go defense with 3 exclamation marks, emphasizing it. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Pitcher missed his spot. Pitch was high and away. And the 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. Pitch was a little low in the dirt. Rhines is down 3 strikes. And the 0-3 is taken as Rhines was taking all the way. Wasn't even going to attempt to swing as he was just casually standing in the box. And the count runs full. And the payoff pitch is swung on and grounded weakly down to right field. Rhines running to third base, and it is just foul. Probably went 38 feet up to the 40-foot mark. Rhines was running hard. Those really, really short balls and those pop-ups are just killers for defense. It's really hard to make stops. The score is currently 12-6 Philly Fire in the bottom of the fifth. Philly Fire looking to seal the deal to win their 4th consecutive Beast of the East tournament. They already beat the Renegades once in the first leg in a 16-15 thriller.
1 ball, 3 strikes. Play.
As we got a full count on Rhines. And the payoff pitch. Fouled back towards the catcher. and we'll do it again.
One ball, 3 strikes. Play.
12-6.
You don't know?
12-6.
12-6.
Ready. Pitch.
And the next pitch to Rhines is swung on and missed, and Rhines goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Following the strikeout, we have Tyler Rodriguez. Tyler Rodriguez is 2 for 4, striking out in the first, scoring in the second and third, and being put out by Rob Dias in the fourth. So we have 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. 12-6 score, Philly Fire.
Set in the field. Bases, please.
Rodriguez getting set in the box,
Thank you.
getting his base check first and then third.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Rodriguez is hit high and deep to right field. Hits the first base bag on the fly. Rodriguez running to third base. But nonetheless, it's a long strike. Rodriguez being guided back from third base.
One strike.
Long pause getting set in the box. Renegades defense shifted a little bit to left field.
Set. Ready.
And the pitch to Rodriguez is smoked to right center field past Zuccarello. Going over is Rodriguez. Tyler Rodriguez is running to third, and he scores the run. Luis Rodriguez trying to go after it as it bounced by him out in right center field. And Tyler Rodriguez was able to hit the third base bag and score the 13th run of the game for the Philadelphia Fire. So that makes Tyler Rodriguez 3 for 5.
Thank you.
We got 1 out and 1 in for John Marcus. He's 3 for 4. Mark Ivy says, hit the bay again. And first round's on me at World Series, Roddy.
We're set in the field. Bases, please. Thank you. Thank you. Play.
Marcus has scored in the second, third, and fourth innings.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch is fouled back towards the catcher for strike 1. Mark Ivy says, Philly been hammering right side of the field, it feels like. Yeah, they've been sending a lot of balls to the right field. They've also launched a few to left center. Some have been close to home runs.
Play.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-1 pitch to Marcus is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Go, Dave. Let's go.
Pitch missed a little bit low. I think Marcus was a little bit tad early on that one.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-2 is taken for a take. And the count is down now to 1-2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
A lot of takes by the Philly Fire.
Set. Ready.
As the next pitch to Marcus is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the count runs full. A lot of full counts as well.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Philly Fire have long at-bats.
Ready. Pitch.
As the next pitch is swung on and missed, and Marcus goes down on strikes. And we have 2 outs of way of the strikeout, with 1 run in for Scott Hogwood in the bottom of the 5th. For Scott Hogwood. Hogwood has been very unfortunate putting the ball into play, as he scored in the first inning and has been put out in the second, third, and fourth on pretty great defensive plays by Rob Dias, Joe McCormick, and Shane Canton. Score is currently 13-6 In the bottom of the fifth, Renegades looking to get this out so they can go on and
Bases, please.
make this try to come on back.
Thank you. Play.
The lead is currently 7 runs. Renegades looking for a miracle.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Hogwood is popped up to right field. Hogwood initially runs to the wrong base, but the ball trickles away foul towards the Philly Fire bench. And that is the first strike of the at-bat.
Louie, get to the ground and make a play.
Hogwood getting reset in the box. Deb Brummer says one more. Renegades shifted deep in the into left field.
Play.
We got one defender on the right side of the field.
Back here, first base for me. Thank you.
So Hogwood's getting his base check. He initially ran towards first, but the third base bag was going off.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the 0-1 pitch is foul tip for strike 2. Philly Fire have made a lot of contact. They haven't struck out many times. Struck out 6 times.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the 0-2 pitch swung on a miss for strike 3.
Strike.
Philly has gone down on strikes twice this inning.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the 0-3 pitch is swung on a miss, and Hogwood strikes out for the third out of the fifth. But some damage has been done as the score is now 13-6 in favor of the Philly Fire. Renegades coming on up as they're down 7.
It's top 6. What? Elrod. Yeah.
Come on, Louie. One pitch at a time, kid. We say lightning. Guys on deck.
All right, so I think Hunter stepped away for a moment to use the bathroom, so I'll jump in here. It's Gina. So we have number 24, Louis Rodriguez. Oh, and here's Hunter.
Hunter top 6, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're in the top of the 6th. Philly Fire up 7. Luis Rodriguez coming up to the plate.
Play.
Rodriguez is 1 for 2 with a run scored and a strikeout. And the first pitch to Rodriguez is squibbed to right field. In comes Megan Fink. Rodriguez running to first base, and Fink makes the putout. Pretty routine play for Megan Fink as that was hit right at her.
Who's up?
And now there is 1 out in the top of the 6th.
He's here! He's there! He's every beat beware! Up, Dias!
Renegades have 2 outs to work with.
Dias. Do it for Dom, Dias.
And now we have Rob Dias. Rob Dias has led the Renegades in this game with 3 runs, scoring actually 50% of the Renegades' runs with 3, as they have scored 6. Juice Lynch says, let's go Fireball. Thanks for tuning in. Amy Zuccarello, thank you for tuning in. Score is currently 13-6 in the top of the 6th. As the first pitch to Dias is swung on a miss for strike 1.
Hey, Rob, come on, Rob.
Come on, Rob, you can do it.
Get it, RT.
Dias getting reset in the box. Target set right at Dias' right knee. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded weakly to right center field. Gets past Megan Fink. In comes Scott Hogwood. Dias going to third base and he scores! Rob Dias refuses to get out. As now the score is now 13-7. Now we have Guy Zuccarello coming up to the plate. He had a line drive to center field in his first at-bat, and he was put out. Dan, Eliason, you guys are doing an awesome job. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. We're at the top of the 6th. 13-7 score, Philly Fire. And the first pitch to Guy Zuccarello gets past the diving Megan Fink, past the diving Hogwood. Zuccarello running to third base, touches the bag, and he's saved. Zuccarello going to the I got it. Zuccarello going to right field. Zuccarello running to third base. It got by 2 defenders. Dakota Hogwood had a chance on it, but couldn't make the play. And it is now 13-8. Renegades within 5. Devonish has been unlucky today in this game. He's 0 for 4, striking out in the first and being put out in the second, third, and fifth. Looking to change his fortunes. And the first pitch to Devonish is fouled off towards the Philadelphia bench for a strike.
Didn't want that one, Sean. Didn't want that one, Sean. Come on, Sean.
We got the top of the 6th inning. 13-8 is the score.
One strike. Play.
We only have 1 run between the top 3 hitters for the Renegades. Hoping to make it 2. As the next pitch to Devonish is swung on a miss for a strike. Sean is down to 0-2. Sean getting reset in the box. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3.
All right, Sean, take one, Sean. Take one, Sean.
Reset.
Take one, Sean. Here we
I think
go.
Devonish is swinging a little bit out of his shoes. He needs to relax a little bit. Getting reset in the box. We got 2 in and 1 out. And the 0-3. Swung on a miss, and Devonish strikes out for the second out of the inning. And the Renegades are down to their final out as Tyler Moralt steps his way up to the plate. Moralt is also 0 for 4. Put out in the first, second, striking out in the fourth, and put out in the fifth. Well, tell Gina that. I don't have the score. So Casey Krause is making an appearance as he is subbing in for Dakota Hogwood, playing at the first base position, at midfield. Mark Ivy, great job in the booth, Hunter. Hadn't heard you call a game before today. Thank you, man. It's always a lot of fun on these streams. The first pitch to Moralt swung on and missed for a strike. Yeah, let him know. Let him know. One rule. Moralt is down one strike. And the pitch swung on and grounded hard up to left center field. Moralt running to third base, right at under Scott Hogwood, and made by John Margis to end the ball game. Nice play as it got by Tyler Rodriguez and Scott Hogwood, but John Margis was there to make the play. And it ends the game as Tyler Moralt was running to third. What a great game by the Philadelphia Fire as they now win their 4th consecutive Beast of the East champions. They are 4-time Beast of the East champions. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Fire. Definitely a great game all around. Deb Brummer, thanks. See you at the World Series, definitely. We will see you guys at the World Series. Fred Rhines, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you all in late July. Take care, guys.
A lot of times I can